Okay, so basically what I got going on here is I'm installing pot lights in a basement. That's the vent. That needs to be cut out, a little better so the vent can be installed. So this is my hole for my pot light. And the wiring has to be pre-existing. So you install the wiring before the drywall goes up, and then you mark exactly where it is, and then the drywall goes up, and then you make a mark where you want it, right? So what I did when the drywall went up, I put a piece of tape. So you see the tape right there? Right there is the tape. And then just now after, so the painter went over it, whatever, did his thing, and then the tape is there. So you know where you gotta make your mark for the hole, right? There's several ways of doing it. Some guys mark the floor and then use a laser to tell them where the light is. That's cool. I just don't have that laser. It's like a $500 purchase just to install a pot light. So no, thank you. I don't do this every day, so I'm not going to invest in something like that. So anyways, that's where I've marked it. So I put in tacks just so I know everything's lined up, right? So you put the tacks together, and then you can use one of the cheap laser pointer, any kind of laser. And then just make sure the light goes through all the tacks, all the way down. And then you adjust the tacks so that your pot lights will be straight in the end. Hope I'm being clear about that. Anyways, your wiring is already up there, right? Your electrician has run it, it's up there, or you run it and had it, signed off by an electrician later. So that's all in there. And then the next step is to drill your hole. So I'm putting in 4-inch pot lights. So what I have here is a 4 1/4 inch bit, right? You can see like the markings, you can't tell it's 4 1/4 anymore. So I wrote it on the back with a Sharpie, just so I'll always know. And inside as well. So this is my 4 1/4 bit, without trying to look for little engravings and stuff. So anyways, what you do is you pull that tack out, right? Just like that. And then you line up the front, this drill bit, on where that hole for the tack is. Like right there, right? So you do that. And then you drill a hole right through. And so technically, the pot lights say, for 4-inch pot lights, right here, they want you to make a cutout that's 4.21. The size of the cutout hole is critical. This template is 4.21 inches. Okay? This is 4.25. I don't think there's a 4.21 bit in any kind of hole saw setup, right? Unless it's the drywall, what do you mean, the pot light bit, which is cool, but I couldn't find a 4 1/4 inch or 4.21, so at Home Depot, so I bought this. So I guess technically it's 0.04 bigger. This is 0.04 inches bigger. Okay, so I'm willing to take the risk. Some guys, if you're really precise, you can try and cut a 4.21 inch hole. I don't know how you're going to accomplish that because this drywall, it's pretty tough. Like to get a nice smooth hole like that. Look at that. It's perfect. Look at that. I just got a few more to do right here. So it's kind of tough. You need 2 hands, so it's a little difficult. But I'll show you. So you pull that tack, right? Boom. I love saying boom for things. I'm like, yo, boom, I did it. Okay, you line up that drill bit. Right there, see that? Through that hole, I'm on the tack point. All right, so I know the drill is in the middle. That drill bit is in the middle of the hole saw. So when you line that up with your hole, it's going to be right in the center. So all these lights are going to be nicely lined up. Oh, I just slipped off. So anyways, it goes right there. And if you make more than one hole, it can get a little tricky. You know when you move the tack around because it's not in the perfect place? So you got to remember, you might want to mark it with a pencil or something. But, because I got 2 right there. But I know it was the one on the right. So I know to go there. So now this creates quite a bit of dust and you need 2 hands. But I'll just give you an example of how to start it up. See that? And you go quick. You put on high RPM. All right, higher, see that? With one hand, it's slipping off already. High RPM and then grip it slowly like that. Slow entry into the hole. So what I'm gonna do is pause the video and cut that hole. I showed you how to do it. You just go slow. Let the bit do the work, okay? Let the bit do the work at high RPM. You slowly let the bit do the work as you push in, right? That's all you do. Hold on. And there you go. There is my hole. And now you reach in, find your wire, should be sticking right there. Make sure you didn't hit it at all with the drill bit. There you go, see, no damage. If there is, make sure you tape it up or try to use that section. So you want to make sure these wires are out of the way and don't go crazy with your drill. Let the bit do the work. Just spin, spins, and it slowly cuts in. If you try to push it too hard, it'll jam and you'll twist your arm and the blade will slip off and, you know, create a crazy mark. So practice makes perfect. So it took me a few tries to get it right, but that's how you do it.